I swear that thing's screwing with me. It's been like 2 weeks. It's going really, really fast, and the countdown went slow, but still. Guys, welcome. Welcome on in. Welcome to the show. How you doing? Tonight, it starts a passion project. It really, truly does. And we're going to get to all that here in a second. I'm going to do the usual stuff I do right in the beginning. Let's get the roll call out of the way. We have history being made tonight on the first show. Lady Ellie, you have the very first comment on the very first episode of this show. Bearded Ambitions had it on the previous one. You've got it on this one. So thank you so much for setting some history. King Ginger, how you doing, my brother? Good to see you in here. Ken, how we doing, man? I'm doing good. Hope everything is well. Really excited for your move that you have coming up, man. I can't wait to see how that plays out for you, you know? I hope everything is closed beautifully and all that stress is just gone. But welcome to the first episode of Let's Talk. And God, how can I put it? What's up, Recess Ruckus? How you doing, Bobby? Hope everything is good, man. Sober Chef, I tried catching your stuff on Instagram earlier when you were live. I kept getting booted. Then after I rebooted and I got back in, you were done, bro. So I tried to be there for you. I really, really did. How you doing, my friend? I hope Miraculous Girl is really, really good. I do. I still got to get you guys on the show, but still, especially with your former career, we'll work that in. But still, okay. So like I said, this is going to be called Let's Talk. All right. I don't know if any of you have ever been to therapy. I don't know if any of you have ever been to counseling, any of that kind of stuff. Yeah. So I bet you are, brother. I bet you are. One of the primary things you've got to do is talk. And I believe when you can get a dialect going and you can get a conversation going, it can help solve problems. One of the big things I want to do with this, and like I said in some videos, tell her happy birthday for me, please. Do that for me, my brother. One of the big things I want to get moving is a dialogue. Okay, because like I've said, yes, I want to center this show around veteran and veteran issues. I have already reached out to people and asked them to be on the show. I know you do, my brother. I know you do. Because I know they have a great story. And it's weird. I was reading a book recently, and granted, it was set in a different sci-fi universe. But how this one tribe didn't let anybody write things down. They had someone called a remembrancer memorize all these stories and everything going on. Your stories can help people. It's amazing what you go through on a daily that you think will kill you is an inspiration to other people. And that is what I really want to get to the root of with some people. Like my boy Greeter here. He's got a hell of a story that's inspiring with everything he's gone through. Ken, of course. Ken, he has shared things about his past that no one should have ever had to go through, you know? And speaking of people who have an incredible story, this man right here. I love him dearly, but man, I hate certain things that he's got to live in his life. I'm like, you're living my dream. But still, it's just telling of those stories and opening up and not being afraid to talk, because I think that's one of the biggest problems. God, how can I put this? In the veteran community that we have is being honest. We all want to get together. We all want to thump our chests and talk about how we were the devil of Ramadi and how we killed Osama bin Laden all by ourselves. We did this and we did that single-handedly. And, you know, they're making a movie about my life. But let's talk about the stuff that happens realistically once you get out, the trauma you go through, because you are, you're so used to, your life is so regimented. But the fact that you work for Department of Corrections, that's why I really, really want to get you and bring you in here, you know? Seriously, and plus the fact, Miraculous Girl is just awesome. That like, share, subscribe, ding! Seriously, the greatest part of your videos. It really, really is. But you see there, Bobby, right there. You haven't been active, but you support where you can, and I think that's amazing. I know you're launching that podcast, bro, but the fact that you're taking time out of your life to help support efforts is amazing. I know, and I talked about this before. I went through a lot when I first got out because you were so used to. You had to be up at this time. You had to be shit showered, shaved. You had to be on the PT field, ready to go. You knew Monday, Wednesday, Friday were going to be hardcore workouts. Tuesday, Thursday were all cardio. You knew it. You knew what you had to do, what clothes you had to have on, where you had to be, what time you had to be there. You knew your paydays were on the 1st and 15th of every single month, no matter what. Then you get out, and do you really think people care that you help revolutionize a filing system? Do you think they care? They don't, you know? And yeah, I'm about to touch on this, Lady L, because it's one thing that I feel really, really deep down inside is that one of the biggest things I'm trying, oh my God, trying to get out there is it's okay not to be okay. Everybody has problems. Everybody does not have the perfect Hollywood life. Look at Hallmark every single year. Oh my God, I broke up with my millionaire fiance, and I'm going to go moving back to this small town where I find a dog and happiness in a log cabin and find this eccentric billionaire who looks like he's homeless. Isn't that like every single Hallmark movie around that time of year? I mean, my God. It's just simple things like, sorry, Ken, I'm not picking on you, bro, but you with your move and the struggles you've gone through, that can set some people off. I know you're normally low key and everything, and you're like, hey, how you doing? Twizzlers suck. I love my Crocs. That's a mental health addiction right there, Ken. Crocs suck. But still, you know, um, we've got to be able to talk about it. Because when you sit down and you share your stories and you're moving forward, it's being able to open up and talk with people. It's great. It's just an amazing gift. Like I said, it's a mental health addiction. It really is. Seek help. Seek help. Hey, dudes are your way out, Ken. These are not the Crocs you're looking for. But still, I didn't say compound. Didn't say compound. And welcome to the show, Iron Wings. I'm having you on very soon. I figured I wanted to do the first show kind of solo. You're coming on, bro, because like I said, I want your story, bro. I really, really do. And even like with Bobby, he's the recess guy at prison. The stories he's got and everything. He's been on my show and he's awesome with what he shares. This is what I want that show to be about. I'm not talking about fake crap. I'm not talking about as people love to go toxic positivity. Give me a fucking break. Hey, True North, how you doing, my brother? Be there to help support people. Give up 5 minutes of your day if you get an Instagram message or you get a text message or a phone call. Hey, what's going on? Are you okay? Can we get a moderator to ban him permanently? Anybody who sides with Crocs, gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Bye. I love you, Grader. And see, right here, Eric is an amazing dude who's talked to me at some of my lowest points. But this is the transition that was happening with the no lag zone that I had to go back and take a look. And Bobby, because it's a brand new show, bro. If you want to design anything to put up here for a bit, let's get it done. I just had to pull, because it's the old show. It usually does, but still, I don't know. You say that now, Ken, and then Mel's gonna want something different. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Oh God, not you two. Not you two. This is not the Croc Show. Not the Croc Show. And you see, and I'm using that like the storytelling thing Because if you sit and you think about it, a lot of our history and a lot of help that people got, you sat around the campfire and you just talked, you know? You talked. And that's the important thing about this is being able to share that stuff. What do we got here? Can't believe you're home. Okay, I get the hard liquor. No, I really, really do. But weed, all right. I'm proud of you for doing what you got to do, Ellie. I really, truly am. You're killing it, girl. You are seriously killing it, man. And yeah, I'll start throwing it around my head because, like I said, I'm going with let's talk. Because, like I said, if you've ever had therapy, unless like you talk to my really good friend, Andy Prack, Tasty Licks, when he's like, "Hey, buddy," and the last time I saw a therapist and went, "Hey, buddy," I just wanted to punch Andy because I'm like, "How did you set this up?" But still, what we got here? It's the one thing. Well, I love your story, and what you've told me about it. That's a huge reason why I want you on, brother. Plus the fact that we can get you out of the compound, and when the ATF raids it, hey, you never know, right? That's all I'm saying. And you see, and this is something that I get that. I get that on so many levels. And I get, yeah, because it's recorded. I get that. But it's the fact that, God, how can I put this? People are afraid to open up because they're afraid when they're going to get that knife in their back. They're afraid that if I sit down and go, "Hey, my brother, I'm having all these feelings. I'm not sleeping well at night. I'm drinking till 3, 4 in the morning." Well, there goes your career. There goes your job. There goes everything. It's I I love the fact that first responders across the board and correction officers have body cameras because it will document everything. Because I do not agree that every single cop is bad. I do not agree that it's the public needs to see both sides of the stories, which is why some of my favorite channels on YouTube are Officer 401 and Donut Operator. They really are because they break things down. Come on. There we go. Yeah, and it's like that. And it's like that in the service. When you admit you're hurting and you're having mental breakdowns, you lose everything because it's full stop. You're done. Job's gone. Clearance could be gone. Everything could be gone. And you are basically, you're not damaged goods, but they don't know how to handle you. They've gotten a lot better at it. But what I hate reading is like the veteran suicide thing, like I touched on a couple of weeks ago. Not yet. It is on the playlist. The last one I watched from Donut was a little bit ago, where somebody put a Glock to a canine's head, and the breakdown of that shoot. But still, and that's the thing. Point blank, right there is. We need to be open. We need to at least care enough about who we're talking to be transparent. You've got to be, because you've got to be transparent in what's going on, and you need to be ready to be held accountable for what's going on. I could go to Eric right now and I could go, "Hey, dude, look, I'm drinking too much meat, way, way, way too much," and he's going to go, "All right, let's get a plan. Let's get things going. Let's get things moving forward." And I know Eric; he'll call me 2 or 3 times a day just to check on me. You know, that's what we need, and we need that kind of crap. Unlike this dude and his Baltimore Orioles, by the way. Congrats on a hell of a season, dude. That was a hell of a turnaround out there. I can't wait to see what your young bucks are going to do moving forward. And even him, my brother right here, first 100. He's a first responder out there in Maryland. He has seen some crap, and I know he holds it together for his family. He's got an amazing family, really, truly does. But, and here's the but to that, you need to turn around and you need to be vulnerable and you need to be weak at times. Because if you don't, you will break down. That's the only way I can put it. You will either become so dead inside that things aren't affecting you anymore, and you'll know. You'll see something and be like, train derailed, cool. You'll know, but it doesn't send off triggers to you, but it does to everybody else. You've got to be able to say, I'm hurting. I need to talk. I need to let this out, you know? Sean, I got to say it like this. If they're going to be your significant other, they need to know. Um, when I got with my better half, we both came in with really bad pasts. Okay. When I got with her, she had 2 kids, and instantly I was in the role of a step parent. We had to have long talks about stuff. She knew about stuff from my family from before. And yeah, it's, you've got to have those talks, those deep down talks. Even if it doesn't work out, you've got to put that trust out there, and you've got to be vulnerable in that, because if it's your significant other, that's who should be coming first in your life. It's that's kind of how I look at it. And here's something very, very good from somebody I consider a close friend and a brother. We've had our ups and downs, but the stuff he's gone through, man, it was staggering to hear about it. And our stories can help. Our stories can heal. Our stories can show people that there is a way forward. And here's somebody I haven't seen in a while. E-Rock, how you doing, my brother? Been missing you, man. Been missing you. Son, but, hey, hope the boy's studying hard. Hope he does well, man. I know he's got you as a dad, so he's got a great role model there. Seriously. Come on. Get a gas can. Sorry. Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure if I exactly. But that's the thing. Like when you sit down with these guys, like Sober Chef Eric, and you talk to him, it's like, what the, you know? You talk to some veterans who have gone through things. The biggest things that I can't wait to bring to the show, and I'm going to do the show about every 2 weeks, and there's going to be some shows that are going to have guests, others won't. Veterans have gone through stuff, and I've already reached out to a couple veteran-owned companies that are now multi-million-dollar companies that I've had a good relationship with, and went, you've had struggles you've had to overcome. You've had sacrifices you've had to make. You've had things happen to you. Would you be willing to come on and talk about it? Because we all get rocked. What was that thing by Mike Tyson? Everyone's got a plan till you get punched in the fucking mouth. And that is so true right there. In the military, we learn about Murphy's Law. If it can go wrong, it will go wrong. Go wrong. Now, granted, there's like Murphy's Laws of Combat, which get bigger and bigger every fucking year, but you can plan for everything, but there's always going to be something that goes wrong. Mr. Murphy always tags along for the ride, and what are you going to do at that point? Are you going to make a good choice and deal with it? Are you going to make a bad choice like I used to do and just go fuck it and go to the bar and get drunk? I used to do it all the time. I'd have something bad happen. I'd go run into a bar, spend every dollar I have, and go, that's tomorrow's problem. Sober Chef, I love you, brother. Hope you're doing awesome. I'll be back in touch with you, man. It's good to talk to you again. I saw your goatee, whatever you got rocking on today. It's growing in nicely again, brother. But it's that taking accountability, which I think is a good thing, because you can put yourself out there like I have. I do life vlogs, I do step parent vlogs, I do a whole bunch of things. And people who want to do harm will use that against you. But, and I have to say it like this, but, sorry, I'll get to this in a moment. But there have been some people who have gotten a hold of me and went, I love what you're saying. You're awesome. Keep preaching this. Like with the step parent stuff. You don't see a lot of stepdads stepping up and going, fuck the biological donors. I've heard, well, Who has ever taken the straight road? You know, seriously, who has ever taken the right, perfect road in their life? Nobody. Nobody has. I mean, even the good Lord Jesus, when he came down here, he gave into anger, was flipping tables. So I'm just saying. But that's really what I want to do with this is create this environment like we had and take it to another level, if that makes sense. I want to show you failure. I want to show you recovery. I want to show you, look, if you've got addiction, there's a way out because with veterans, addiction is really, really strong. And in certain jobs, it's very strong. It doesn't get talked about a lot, but it's there. I mean, if you look at it, one of the most addictive substances on the planet is caffeine. Oh, damn it, caffeine. How many of you can't even function in the morning without your first cup of coffee, your first soda, you know? Right, Greener? Seriously. I mean, there's points in my life, things would have gone so much easier if I didn't just say, fuck it, that's tomorrow's problem. But I did. I only feel I'm starting to live and starting to do things on my 50th year on this planet. Yes, I'm old. I know I'm old. I'm feeling it recently. Trust me, I'm feeling it recently. But man, there's so much I want to do with this. I want to take people who took a chance in their life and went quitting my day job. I'm doing YouTube full time. I want to take that person who went, screw it. I'm tired of working here. I want to create my own agency and highlight them. You know, there's so much good in this world. There's so much positive force out there in this world. And I'm not talking, everyone loves to throw that phrase out, toxic positivity. I am not talking about every single day you get up and you're like a smurf going, la, 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 la. You know, you can't. Finally, somebody older than me. Yes, like you even more, my brother. Yeah, seriously. I got out of the military with a caffeine and alcohol addiction because how were we taught? Seriously, how were we taught the service? Fuck it, let's get drunk. At least I was the units I ran. Hey, got a problem with the PT? Oh, well, fuck it. Let's go get drunk. Hey, you got yelled at today by the sergeant? Come on, fuck it. Let's go get drunk. That's how I kind of learned how to do stuff, you know? I had to get out and want different things. And it's amazing becoming a father. I know, let those words sink in and scare you. First a step parent, then a biological father. You don't think I'm worried about all the damage I've done to myself and what I may have passed on to the cuteness factor? Oh, buddy. But I don't know. I normally hated doing these things by myself because I feel so out of place, but tonight it just feels right. I won't lie. Coming into the show, I was scared shitless. I really, truly was. Because this is something brand new that I haven't seen a lot of people talk about or a lot of people even care about. It's all, hey, I got this product I'm going to sell you. Hey, guess what? My views aren't doing well, so I'm going to do something and I'm going to show you how to. It's going to be a different experience on my shows. And dude, you're killing it. Look, unless she is the biggest freaking con artist on the planet, when I see you guys live and I see those videos, it's kind of an inspiration because here is a single dad just killing it. She doesn't look like she's just going along because you want her to. She's like, oh, God, Dad, really? Brother, you know what I'm saying, right? And those are the kind of things where I really want to, just highlight. Like, my good buddy Billy Rogers, Shaky and Instagram and everything else. Or Shaky's beer reviews or whatever he is on Instagram. I can't remember. When he came on and we talked about stuff in the prison system, how he opened up on things, how I've had Johnny Slicks on my show. Here's a guy who was literally selling his plasma, selling his bodily fluids, just to fill orders and get product and do things. See, here he is, Shaky's reviews. I knew it was something. Sorry, bro. Yeah. And you and I have had a back and forth. I respect the living hell out of you. I still remember when you bitched me out one time, you know? Yeah. And Ken, you were one of those people that I would love to have on because of what you've gone through. I didn't know if you'd be receptive to everything. So I was going to approach you later on because, like I said, it's not about beards, guys. It's not about knife reviews. It's not about anything. It's live conversations about overcoming adversity, overcoming our problems, driving on when we didn't think we had anything left in the tank. And that's one thing I really want to get clear. I hate the fact that we have like a suicide prevention day, a mental health awareness day. Are we not clear that people are suffering and ending their own lives? I get you feel empty. I, I get Mr. Murphy has come along and has kicked you in your mommy maker hardcore. It You've got more left in the tank. And I've talked about it before. I'm going to put it back out there. Go search my YouTube channel for my story, my redemption. I almost became one of the 22 because of a breakup. I thought everything was done. And I talked about it very, very openly, you know? Thank you, brother. Like I said, after you get everything that's set up and you're all situated, we'll talk. Because I'm starting to plan things out for future shows. And like I said, I'm not going to go live every week. I want it every 2 because I want to plan things better. I kind of want to have a more focused idea because, like with the no lag zone, I kind of winged it. I did. It was, I just asked you a question. You gave me an answer, and I thought of 10 other things I want to go with that I hadn't thought of before. So it's primary focus on the show, guys. I know I keep going back to it. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, and I don't care. I'll keep beating it. It's okay not to be okay, but have a plan to move forward. Not every plan works. That's why in the military they tell you regroup, reassess, reattack, regroup, reassess, reattack. Not everything works right out of the gate. If you're a content creator and exploring it all, you know exactly what I'm about to say. And Official Ken, you know what I'm about to say. Shaky, you know this too. You sit there and you bust your tail for a video and it gets 4 views. And you sit there and go, what the fuck? And then you got to get your next one ready. You can't let that failure go into that next one. And I saw something from a men's grooming company, Copper Johns, today. Other people have. Go make your own path. And that's something that's really, really resonating inside of me. I used to seriously, oh my God. Cookie Queen, how are you? I even had a video where I mentioned you at the very end. It's a freeze dried cookie thing. Still, if you ever catch that video, you're mentioned in there. Oops, yep, thanks, Official Ken. And here's a sexy dude right here. Here's a veteran who had issues and he's been able to turn things around. I'm getting him on this show too. And OIF Brewer, I see you, my brother. I got to get you on too because I know you feel the same thing I do about reaching out and helping vets. And yeah, that's Shaky said it beautifully. Answer that call. Answer that message. Answer that email. Just we're part of a bigger tribe, especially if you're a veteran. Our mission didn't stop once we got off active duty. We still care about each other, I just, oh, finally, I can get you on, Chris. Finally, I've only been after you for how long now? I'd be honored to have you on, brother. I'll even do it earlier in the day because I know you have that screwed up shift and the kids and everything. I have been wanting you on forever. I'm doing phenomenal. I'm feeling my age. I won't lie. This last couple of days, I've been feeling it because I've been pushing hard in certain areas, but it's all for the better, And I'll bet. I mean, I don't know what you guys are going through, But it's got to be so weird to like uproot your life, have the financing fall out of your house, have it coming back, doing something for not just you guys are holding together really well. I swear to God, I'd be walking around going, tequila, come on, tequila. But man, my hat is off to the both of you, seriously. And even Mrs. Coach is a veteran. And she had issues, but she found a way forward. There is always that way forward. And that's one of the biggest things I wanted to get across tonight. It's not going to be your usual live feed. It's really, really not. This has been a very, very passion for me for reaching out and trying to help people. I don't have all the right answers. I mean, my God, there's some points I've been right there, E-Rock. I'm not even going to highlight that comment right there. Right there. Love you, brother. Glad you're back. And Vato, hey, I see you up there, man. Good to see you too. Seriously, it's been a moment. It's okay not to be okay. Make a plan, move forward, and you always, always, always have more in the tank. And even, here's another guy. He's a veteran, former law enforcement, former chef at a prison, from what I understood. The guy even was on a city. G has done a lot. You want to talk about making a plan, getting rock, more in your tank? This man, if I can ever convince him to come on and talk about his story and not beard related, G, just you, your story, and everything else like that, that would be an honor. You know, yeah, I remember, I just, dude, thinking everything's fine, then it gets ripped out, and 48 hours later, it's back, that emotional roller coaster, you know? Whoo! I get it. I get that. You're, God, how can I put this? That doesn't sound creepy. You're thought about, you're loved, and you're cared for, my friend. I really, truly appreciate you and everything that you guys have, well, helped me with, you know? And I know you're the big planner, because trust me, that's why Ken was got so successful, because he had you right there. I always said, if you ever want another client, I'm knocking on the Mel Ad Agency. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Marine Corps, law enforcement, men's grooming, doing stuff that you're doing right now. You've got a story, my brother. But it's okay. I understand. Ain't even going to press. Like I said, if you'd ever consider it, I'd love to have you on and talk about that, because I think you can inspire some people. I really, truly do. Not me, not me. Everybody wants to take a flamethrower to Gary kind of way, but you know exactly what I'm saying, bro. I don't know. So I hope everything I've been talking about this last hour, more like a pop-up book. Well, you were a Marine, bro, so I can totally understand that. I was expecting like a color by numbers kind of thing, you know. Sorry, G. I'm sorry. Like I said, I hope this makes sense where I want to go with this. I just kind of wanted tonight to be a little bit different. Even as you notice, like right down below, it doesn't say welcome to that. It just says welcome to the show. Nice to see you here. I want to change the whole atmosphere, the whole everything from what it was before to getting something new, because see, he's a Marine. Sorry. Sorry, G. I, how did that even start? Do you know how the Marines became crayon eaters? I just, ugh. I don't even know how that started, but I've been running with it, and yeah, it makes some Marines I know upset. Others kind of laugh and go, you know, the blue tastes like snozberries. Like I said, I just, I hope what I'm trying to do is making sense, because it's going to be wonderful to see this take off. It's been interesting to hear some feedback from before, from my former show, where people reached out to certain guests, you know. It's like the other thing I really want to know, Ken, or why were Marines so afraid of getting charms in their MREs way back when, during Gulf One and Iraqi freedom and, yeah, all that other fun stuff. Charms petrified them. I don't know why. I really, really don't know why. All right, Bobby, I'll check it out after, brother. You be well. You know, much love and support for you, man. And everybody, go check out Recess Ruckus podcast. Bobby is awesome. Seriously, he's worth your time. He's worth your effort. He's worth your moments. He's worth everything. Go check him out. You know, I saw that on U.S. Army Whiskey Tango Foxtrot moments. How do you, number one, how do you lose a 50 cal? And then number two, the dude who stole it, you know the rest of that brigade is going to freaking kill him because they had to sit around in the parking lot while everyone was searching everything. And I like how they had to put in that memorandum. Oh, God, how can I put it? They weren't allowed to check in glove compartments because the 50 cal wouldn't fit in there. They were only allowed to check in areas where the 50 cal may be, you know? Respect, G. Respect. We can do that too. I mean, like I said, it's I don't know. I always remember that from Generation Kill. How they're like, charms! Ah! And I'm like, what the? Just, yeah. I don't know. It's weird going down this thing because I'm digging into more things than I ever thought I ever would. You know, I'm getting more angry at politicians who sit there and claim that they care about veterans, but they won't help get true stats. And that's the biggest thing that pisses me off is what is the true number? Is it 22? Is it 17? Is it 44? Is it 34? What is it? One's a monstrosity. Two, that's an abomination. I don't know. I'm gonna say it like this. There's so much love that's right there, and there's so much caring that's right there for you if you're willing to open up and take it. I get we have people in various communities who like to destroy things, but they're the minority. You are always going to you're always going to have that person who just wants to watch the world burn. You know, you've got a true friend when you can fight with them. You don't talk for a little bit, and then all of a sudden you start speaking, and everything's good again. You know, you have some friends like I do with Jersey Joe and Beard of the North on the commission. We love talking shit to each other. I understand that show is not for everybody, but we love talking shit to each other, and it's kind of fun, you know. And yes, I agree. They only care for themselves. And that's why I'm so tired of election years. I really am. I'm really tired of seeing all that crap. And yeah, I just, it infuriates me because when politicians screw up, me and my brothers get put in harm's way. I just, I don't know. That's what I want this to be about, is to create that environment where you can come out and you can talk about it and you can, discuss things. There's no judgment. Look, I've said it repeatedly. My fuck ups, they've been pretty public on YouTube. They really, really, truly have, Nice. Yeah, because when you're a vet, and you know this, being corrections, you tap into that deep, dark place because that helps you get through some things. It really, really, truly does. Amen. Ken just won the internet right there. Right there. Seriously. But we're going to kind of close it down like that, guys. Like I said, I just wanted to come on and kind of explain it all a little bit more and get into things that I'm looking at doing. There's a lot of areas I want to take this. And I'm grateful for any of you who are going to come along for the ride. I am grateful for any of you who may join the show. It's going to be a very, very honest show. We're going to have laughter, but we're going to touch on things. We can touch about suicidal thoughts. We can talk about depression. We can talk about addiction, because those three things are the trifecta of death for veterans. They really, really, truly are. Wow, look at this. Look at this motherfucking snap ahead right here. Oh my God. As to say, Joe's here. Time to go. But no, these are the things. Even people, you've got a story. If you've had a medical issue that you've had to overcome, and I'm not talking about your 3-block radius, Joe. Exactly. We've made fun of Ken's Crocs for making fun of Joe and Pineapple, which, by the way, that scent from Running Man, had pineapple in there and rum and really good stuff. Really, really, really good stuff. Hey, it's not the commission. That doesn't count for bingo for this week. But like I said, we're going to talk about everything, and I can't wait. Every guest that I have on is going to have something really, really special. It's amazing when I just laid out some stuff for some people. They will thing roll forward. I want to thank all of you for tuning in tonight. Seriously, you guys are what makes this work a lot. I want to thank anybody who's going to be a guest, and this is just going to be phenomenal. I want to kind of leave you guys just like this. Love on each other a little bit more. All right? I'm not talking about being sappy, stupid. It's the bar at 3 a.m. No. It's make sure you tell people, hey, you're important. I've sent messages to people in this chat and went, hey, it's your turn. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for holding me accountable. Thank you for calling me on my bullshit. Now, some people reacted a little differently. Like, are you drunk? What the hell's going on? I'm like, nope, not drunk. It's important to say that. It's important to tell you how I feel. Because what happens if I expire tomorrow? You know, that's the easiest way I can put it. I try to tell this to my kids, and I tell them all the time how much I love them and I care about them. I know. You wouldn't know it by watching this Step Parents series, okay? You really wouldn't know it. But it's that look in their eyes when I sit there and I'm like, yeah, I can see that pride and I can see that awesomeness, you know? Hey, Big Bad and Bearded. Mel, thank you. Seriously, thank you. This is a huge passion project that's been building and building and building and building, and I didn't really realize it until I stepped back. But like I said, just love on each other a little more. It's not that hard. Don't give in to the anger so quickly, because when anger gets in there, it really, truly corrupts everything. I know I'm guilty of it. I know I'm guilty. I've had to step back recently and reassess some things. That's why I took 2 weeks off before this. I really, really had to. But still, it's been a bit. Yeah, we got a video dropping tomorrow. Big surprise, right? You know, tune in Thursday to the commission. Make sure if Jay Cruz is still going, go over there and wish him a happy birthday. Dude's killing it. And yeah, Ken. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I'm keep clicking the wrong mouse thing. Anger solves nothing unless you're in a war zone. And sometimes anger is the only way to go, but we're no longer in a war zone. We're here, we're home, we're amongst family, we're amongst friends. And giving into that anger, it's only going to hurt you in the long run. But guys, I love you all. Thank you for tuning into this one tonight. I don't have anything really, really fancy to roll at the end. So I'm just going to hit that little end broadcast. And guys, I will see all of you in our next video.